Okay, let's prepare to do a little project that we were not able to do in class, but which is ready and available for you. This is going to be a homework assignment, and this is the first thing that we always do is, we investigate the model. So let's take a look at this. If I look around at it, there's some sort of a flange with a cone sitting on top of it with some sort of a boss on it. And as I look at these, that's one part of it, and it seems to be shelled. And then there's some extrusion with some chamfers in it, and then another extrusion on the top with a hole, and then a whole pattern around it. So kind of straightforward. I think I'd like to be able to see inside this thing as a section view. So let's set that up. Okay, you go to View. There's the view bar. And half section. Click. And then you have to pick a plane. Remember, you see your planes in the Origin tab. That looks like a good one. That'll cut it in half. So I'm going to cut it. Oh, look at that. And I'm going to leave it right on that plane. So now when I look at it straight on, I get a little bit better view of what it looks like. And I'm going to change the visual style maybe to monochrome. No, let's see. There we go. Now it's really easy for me to see what it is. And here's that kind of shape and the inner shape. It's like there's an outer shape and an inner cone, some sort of a chamfer on it, another chamfer, some flange down here, a boss up here. So that sort of lets me see what this thing is like. Okay, and here's those holes I was talking about. So now I guess it's time for us to look at the parameters. And I'm going to pull this over to the side and make this come over a little more. Let's get this how it normally looks. So there's a cone base diameter and a cone height and a cone taper angle. So that's probably making this cone. Okay. And then there's a cone wall thickness, which is probably my shell. It's probably my shell dimension. And I actually gave it a parameter called wall. I'm going to need that later on. And then, whoops, I clicked out of that. And then there's a flange thickness that I see here. And a flange OD. Diaphragm chamfer distance. I don't know what that is, but this is a chamfer. And I do know that a diaphragm goes there. And if I were to look at how that chamfer was made, I bet you it's a distance and an angle. A distance from here to here, and then some angle that it goes up at. Distance and angle. So there's a distance and there's an angle. So yeah, so that's this. And then there's the boss diameter, the boss height, the stem hole diameter, bolt circle diameter, angle to the first bolt. So there's some stuff here that makes this parametric. Let's see if they actually work. Core base diameter, 5. I just typed a 5 right there. It worked. Made it smaller. Cone wall thickness. Let me make it 0.06. Woof! That's going to be really thin. But it worked. I'm going to put it back to what it was. I think it's 0.25. That's kind of cool. Flange thickness. I should see this change. 0.75. Yep, things are working. Except I keep clicking the wrong thing. 0.5. So it looks like this is all working. Okay, and I can play around with all of those things, but the things work as I change these parameters. So that's an important thing. Okay, so there we go. I am now confident that I understand this part. It's an ACV cover, goes on a valve. There's a diaphragm, a big piece of rubber that goes across and gets moved up and down with pressure. Okay, there we go. That's what it is, and I'm going to save it so that I keep this half view save. And I'll do a file save as, because this is going to be my demo model. And this doesn't go in, oh yeah, it is. It's my generative design, ACV cover for gen design, demo 1. There we go. Got it. I've saved it.